Sugar buzz.
And 3 times through, right?
Yeah. I got rhythm.
And of course it's stopped. It is gone. It's dead. My watch is dead. Ding dong, my watch is dead. Oh, by the way, they're live streaming this.
So don't do it.
I cannot do it, man. I can't. Ready? Got it off. You know, your fingers get. Don't let me forget how to put my rings in. All over.
think I remember cute, but maybe
What is it?
cute.
Oh.
I think I remember.
See, I thought he had a pile, and I thought he was bringing his pile, and he didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation, which will be presented by Professor Kathy Quarles-Moore.
Please join me in prayer, if you will. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this remarkable day. This is truly a special day as we celebrate the University of South Carolina College of Pharmacy class of 2029 and welcome them into our pharmacy family. We are grateful for these students who not only receive their white coats today, but also embark upon an exciting journey. This day is one that many of these students have dreamed about, and while their hearts are filled with excitement, some may also be feeling a bit anxious. Please give them calmness and peace as they navigate this new path. May their white coats be adorned not only with pockets and tools, but with empathy, integrity, compassion, and a deep commitment to the lives that they will touch. As these students begin their first professional year, I lift up a prayer of encouragement for each one of them. Lord, give them wisdom to continually seek knowledge, the humility to admit when they don't have all the answers, and the perseverance to overcome any challenges that lie ahead. Help them to find joy in the adventures and blessings that you've prepared for them as they fulfill the purpose you have set before them. We also thank you, Father, for their families and loved ones who will support them along the way. Please bless them abundantly. Father, I pray for our administration, faculty, and staff as they lead, guide, and instruct these students. Surround each of us with your protection as we navigate through this school year, and we thank you for all you will accomplish through us according to your perfect will. In your precious name, Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Stephen Cutler, and I have the honor of serving as the Dean of the College of Pharmacy at the University of South Carolina. And it is a privilege to welcome you to the Class of 2029 White Coat Ceremony for our college. Today marks a very special day as our student pharmacists prepare to embark on their professional education. And I will say that this is probably one of the two of the most favorite days of the year for me, the other being graduation. You'll get there, it's going to take a couple of years. Before we get started this afternoon, I'd like to share a few brief housekeeping notes. If you have not already done so, please silence your cell phones for the ceremony. And when the ceremony concludes, and I'll remind you, we're going to have the students exit out to that side of the stage for a class photograph. And I would ask that those family members and friends who are on this side to please hold back just for a moment and to not accidentally photobomb the class photo. We'll have a reception in the lobby afterwards. We will have students who will present their organizations, and you'll learn about those organizations and the leadership development opportunities for you, the class of 2029, as well as your family and friends who are here with you today. So thank you for joining us today. And it is a pleasure to be with you and to share this momentous occasion with you, the students, your family, and your friends, as well as the faculty and staff of the College of Pharmacy. On the stage, I'm joined with some distinguished individuals, and I'd like to recognize them. We have with us Senior Associate Dean, Dr. Julie Cease, Dr. Jordan Ballou, who is Associate Dean for Student Affairs, Dr. Chow Kai, who is the 2029 Class Advisor, Dr. Casey Seeley, she is our 2025 University of South Carolina Outstanding Young Alumna. And in our college, we have a world-class group of faculty, and they're the ones who are going to ensure that you, the class of 2029, develop into great pharmacists and great practitioners. And they stand ready to help you in your education and development. I'd like to ask the faculty to stand and to be recognized. I get to work with a great team. We also have several staff members with us today, and they're the ones who really do the work behind the scenes to make things happen. I know they're in the seats. If you would stand and be recognized for the great and tremendous work you do for our college. Thank you. We have some distinguished guests in the audience today. I've met with a few of them as the ceremony was getting ready to start. The Hyatt family is with us. Thank you for what you do for pharmacy in the state of South Carolina, and thank you for what you do for the University of South Carolina. Thank you. We have our outstanding alumna of the year, Mary Beth Kowalski. Thank you for what you do for pharmacy. And I believe Crystal Watts slipped in when I wasn't paying attention. Crystal, thank you for joining us. I'd also like to take this time to thank our alumni and friends who sponsor the white coats that will be distributed in a moment. Each year, you demonstrate your generosity and passion for the profession by purchasing white coats for our students so that our students don't have to buy one as they enter into this incredible journey that they have. Thank you for the loyal devotion that you have for our college. With those who are white coat donors, please stand and be recognized. I'd also like to recognize and express my deep appreciation to our USC musical ensemble for providing the music today. I've been working with this crew for 10 years, and they are remarkable. Thank you. We are pleased that so many of our students, friends, and family members are here to celebrate this milestone. The professional education that your loved ones are about to undertake is rigorous, and your love and encouragement will be critical throughout the next 4 years of their education. Thank you for being here today. This is a significant milestone for pharmacy students, for our College of Pharmacy, and our university. I'm honored and humbled to be a part of it, and I bring greetings from President Amaritas and Provost Fitzpatrick, both of whom have appreciation for the weight of this event and of the white coat and what it represents. And given that this is an important milestone in your professional career, I'd like to share some reflections with you so you have a better understanding of what you're about to enter into and what's about to happen to you. Today we're commemorating several things: a professional rite of passage, a commitment by you to uphold the standards required to be active participants in one of the nation's most trusted professions, and a commitment by our college and the faculty to help you, the students, develop as professionals, and finally, your entrance into the college family. Over your lifetime, you'll accomplish many goals, and your life will go through many phases. Few, and I mean few, will be as significant as today and what you're entering into. Because of your accomplishment, your dedication to learning, and your desire to pursue pharmacy education, you're being welcomed into the student phase of an incredible profession. And of course, that rite of passage comes with tremendous responsibility. And I can tell you that there are many facets to that responsibility. The most obvious is that society will entrust you with medication distribution and appropriate medication therapy management. This societal responsibility is considerable. Yes, it'll require you to learn about medication and disease states, but that knowledge alone will be insufficient to meet your professional responsibilities as a pharmacist. Just as you learn to understand biochemistry and the mechanisms by which drugs act within the human body, you must also learn to understand your patients, their ailments, their struggles, and their needs. This white coat symbolizes that you're prepared to assist them and that you stand ready to participate in their care. It is a symbol of both professional and personal responsibility, and it means something to the patient who you will serve. And you will always remember today as the first time you put on your white coat. You'll feel special wearing your white coat in public. You, the class of 2029, enter the College of Pharmacy with an outstanding pedigree, and many of you come with lengthy resumes. But you will soon realize that this professional training, this professional education, this professional responsibility will be different than any other course or program or experience you have completed. I encourage you to embrace the symbolism of the white coat and what it will hold for you. And as we help you put on the white coat, realize that we, the faculty of the college, as representatives of the university community and of the profession of pharmacy, are saying that you are worthy of entering this phase of your training. And as you pull your arms into those white sleeves, keep in mind that wearing that white coat is saying something about you. In the absence of any other information, the white coat tells the world that you have something to offer, that you accept certain responsibilities and uphold certain ideals. The white coat communicates, and it communicates your credentials and acknowledges that you've accepted this responsibility to help and to serve others. The white coat, as for many other uniforms, symbolizes many things to many people. And among the things that the white coat can symbolize is trust, professionalism, honesty, and integrity. Here at the University of South Carolina College of Pharmacy, putting on a white coat at this ceremony also signifies that you've entered the state's largest collegiate pharmacy faculty, or pharmacy family. You're not faculty yet, but some of you may become faculty. Joining this pharmacy family means that you will be supported by a community, and you, in turn, will be expected to enhance that community through your actions and your service. So remember, while the white coat conveys messages about your competency and character to all who see you wearing it, your actions will also be a reflection upon the white coat and all of us who wear it. Congratulations on entering this phase of your professional career. I, the faculty, the college, and the university, and others are standing with you as you pursue this incredible profession. And never forget when you put on the white coat that you're deciding to wear a symbol that the profession holds very dear. It is a symbol of your integrity. Congratulations. I'm pleased to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Casey Seeley. She is an alumna from the 2009 class at the College of Pharmacy. She also serves as this year's Outstanding Young Alumna Awardee. She's been passionate about chemistry from an early age. It drew her into the profession of pharmacy because she wanted to learn about the mechanism by which medications worked. After earning her Pharm.D degree, she completed a community residency training program with the University of Georgia College of Pharmacy. And that experience launched her career as an academician. She taught at Presbyterian College of Pharmacy for almost 15 years. Currently, she serves on the South Carolina Board of Pharmacy, where she oversees operations, attends legislative sessions, and helps in investigations and facility inspections. She is a trailblazer in the field of pharmacy. Please welcome Dr. Casey Seeley to the program.
It's an honor and privilege for me to be here with you today as you embark upon your journey into the pharmacy profession. This is by far my favorite tradition in pharmacy education, and I'm super excited that I get to enjoy one more. I'm a sucker for symbolism and tradition, and this ceremony that you're taking part of today is the epitome of both of those. The white coat ceremony is celebrated in nearly every pharmacy school and other health professions across the country. The white coat symbolizes, as Dr. Cutler mentioned before, respect and professionalism to many, not just your peers, your faculty, but also your patients, your family. The white coat ceremony symbolizes your official first step into this beloved profession of pharmacy and the beginning of your professional career. During my white coat ceremony, I don't think I appreciated that as much. What I do remember from my white coat ceremony, though, is whenever I got home, the number of questions that I started receiving from my family, like I was already the pharmacist, because that white coat transformed me from there on out. So be prepared for those. Each of you have come to this moment via various paths, whether that be a community college or the University of South Carolina or some other large university. This may even be a second career for some of you. Each of you also pursued pharmacy for different reasons. As you just learned, I love chemistry. I wanted to learn how medications worked in the body. Maybe that's you. Maybe you had a good friend who's a pharmacist, family member who's a pharmacist, and you looked up to them and you want what they have. Or maybe you experienced an adverse reaction to a medication and you want to do everything you can to help others not experience the same thing. No matter the road you traveled to get here, we are here together. And just like your journey to pharmacy school included many roads, your journey after pharmacy school will also include many paths. Some of you will work in traditional pharmacy settings, ensuring that patients have access to medications in the community setting or the hospital setting. Some of you will work in non-dispensing roles, having direct patient care, doing physical assessments, medication management. Some of you may decide to join the regulatory world like I'm in now. Still, I think it's one of the best things about our profession is that there are so many different paths that you can take and still be a great pharmacist. You'll also be prepared to tackle just about any setting because of the education you're getting ready to embark upon and complete. But in order to get to those many possibilities of being a pharmacist, once you're done, you've got to accomplish a few things. You've got to start your journey, what you're doing today in the white coat ceremony. You've got to complete your classes, which start next week. I hope you're ready. Then you've got to pass your licensure exams, the last big test that you'll have. This part of the journey won't differ for many of you, the between now and before you finish. So with my remaining time, I just want to give you some general rules of the road. I'm thinking the rules of the road because my oldest child has started driving. She just got her permit. And as I was thinking about what I would say to you today, I started thinking about my time getting ready to start pharmacy school, and I just could remember how anxious I was. Am I ready to start pharmacy school? Am I going to do well? Am I going to be okay being by myself, training to be a pharmacist? And I thought about my daughter too. Am I ready for her to drive? Am I ready for her to be on the road by herself? Is she ready? She's anxious. Is she going to be prepared? She's got a permit, so that means that she's got to be with me. She's got to be training in order to be the driver by herself. That's what this time in school is for you. You are training to be the pharmacist. So maybe you feel anxious. Maybe your family feels anxious. Maybe you're just so excited to get ready. So I thought maybe I'll share some rules of the road for you. Pay attention to your speed and adjust accordingly to posted signs. Don't rush your time in school. It'll feel like it takes forever, but before you know it, you're going to be graduating. You may already have a specific idea of what you're going to do once you finish, but don't discount what you learn in between. Heed the speed limits. Don't rush it. Take your time. Make sure you read your questions on your exams. Make sure you listen to your faculty whenever they're teaching. Make sure you listen to your patients when they're telling you what's wrong. Take your time. These may be the last years that you actually get to enjoy your breaks and rest. Take advantage of that. Caution, speed bumps and curves are ahead. You know the graphic that has the stick figure that says my plan versus reality? You're familiar with that? Top part says my plan. It's like a bicycle, straight road to the finish line. And then the bottom part is reality, and it's got all these bumps and curves and obstacles from the start to the finish. Be prepared for reality. You're going to have lots of curves ahead. I went to school to be an independent pharmacy owner. I don't know if you caught that in my bio that was read. I haven't been. Not been an independent pharmacy owner. I decided about my third year of school that maybe that's not in the cards for a variety of reasons. I decided in my fourth year that Maybe I want to teach. And I grew a passion, and my passion was fostered in helping develop the future. 15 years later, I'm now in the regulatory environment. Lots of curves. Be ready for those. These curves prepare you for the many curves ahead in your career. Speed bumps are intended to slow you down, not stop you. Each of you may run across a speed bump or two. This can be missing an assignment. This could be failing an exam, possibly even failing a class. I don't wish that for you, but if it happens, those are speed bumps. On the road, they're intended to slow you down whenever you're approaching areas where other people are and you need to be more cautious. Let these slow you down but not knock you out. Reflect on your approach. Fix what you did wrong. Proceed forward more aware, and more cautiously. Guardrails on the road help provide parameters, boundaries, if you will, whenever you're in danger of falling off. Don't take those guardrails for granted. In school, these guardrails are going to be the extra sessions that you have, faculty, open door hour or open office hours. Make sure you go to those. Work with your peers. Be in study groups. You have fantastic faculty and staff. I know. I've worked with many of them. You have some of the best in the country. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of their expertise. Learn from them. Train with them. Reach out to your faculty and staff for help before you fall off. Don't get past the point of no return. Lastly, don't forget your seatbelts. In our state, you know their law. Soon, also, no hands on the phone. You can be ticketed if you're pulled over without wearing a seatbelt. My car actually has the most annoying noise whenever you don't wear your seatbelt. And so that's a reminder to me to put it on. We do that so that we are protected whenever we're driving. When I started my role as board executive in January, I asked the staff, what piece of advice do you have for me? One of them said, buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a wild ride. She wasn't wrong. So that's my last piece of advice for you. Buckle up, Buttercups. It's going to be a wild ride. I can't wait to welcome you into the profession as a colleague in a few short years. And also, don't forget to turn in your notification of employment forms, as we discussed yesterday numerous times. But congratulations, good luck. Remember today, it is the start of the best career by far. Congratulations.
I love it. As the governor of South Carolina says, I like it, I love it, I want more of it. Great presentation. We've come to that point in the ceremony where we're going to give you your white coats. Dr. Julie Cease will call the students forward in alphabetical order, and they'll sign the Pledge of Professionalism, which is up on this podium. And then Drs. Ballou and Chow will present the coats, and Dr. Shealy and I will present lapel pins to the students. Thank you.
Evelyn Ruth Allmers, Florence, South Carolina, the University of South Carolina. Mary Catherine Amos, Vero Beach, Florida, the University of South Carolina. Faith Olivia Andrews from Lexington, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Morgan Morgan Elizabeth Babb from Greenville, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Elena J. Barada from Davidsonville, Maryland, and the University of South Carolina. Cameron Elizabeth Berry from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Joshua Jennings Bird from Greenville, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Casey Nicole Booth from Conway, South Carolina, and Coastal Carolina University. Victoria Jane Bozarth from Greer, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Casey Mia Brown from Statesville, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Sophia Marie Burke from Whispering Pines, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Zachary Quentin Burns from Beaufort, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Dylan Christopher Burr from Chesterfield, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Cree Alexandria Campbell from Columbia, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Taylor Grace Card from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and the University of South Carolina. Caroline Blakely Carter from Chapin, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Lauren Frances Castelli from Southport, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Anna Margaret Chapman from Columbia, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Kyle Chin from Salem, Virginia, and Radford University, Carolina. Caroline Elizabeth Call from Cincinnati, Ohio, and the University of South Carolina. Emily Page Cook from Powdersville, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Madison Lynn Cruz from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Brianna Nicole Davick from Lexington, South Carolina, and South College. Timber Lee Dietrich from Conway, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Abigail Marie Edwards from Flowertown, Pennsylvania, and the University of South Carolina. Carrie Jo Egerbrecht from Johnson City, Tennessee, and the University of South Carolina. Hannah Lily Fairclough from Bridgewater, New Jersey, and the University of South Carolina. Brooke Marie Feliciano from Colonia, New Jersey, and the University of South Carolina. Ariana Erin Fisher from Charleston, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. David Austin Francis from Fort Mill, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Connor Charles Fry from Kingwood, Texas, and the University of South Carolina. Sailor Brett Goforth from Kings Mountain, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Natalia Karina Gonzalez Guzman from Columbia, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Deja Janae Griffin from Shelby, North Carolina, and North Carolina A&T State University. Pearl Durr Grooms from St. George, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Grace Elizabeth Guza from Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania, and the University of South Carolina. Ashley Kara Hassinger from Indian Trail, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Benjamin Ronald Hernandez from North Charleston, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Allison Rose Heston from Springfield, Pennsylvania, and the University of South Carolina. Joseph Douglas Hodges from Irmo, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Marvin Alton Hyatt III from Rock Hill, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Isabella Incognito from Middletown, New Jersey, and the University of South Carolina. Zoisha Fatima Isa from Orangeburg, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Anna Carol Jackson from Dunn, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Caitlin Mae Jackson from Woodruff, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Brandon Nicholas Jameson from Irmo, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Jordan Marie Jones from Chapin, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Matthew Cooper Jones from Charleston, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Grace Elizabeth Kanya from Southbury, Connecticut, and the University of South Carolina. Grace Madison Cussey from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, and the University of South Carolina. Emily Grace Largent from Gaffney, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Abigail Grace Larson from Apex, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Sue Min Lee from Indian Trail, North Carolina, and Wingate University. Evan Leo Lessard from Bluffton, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Ishan Liu from Irmo, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Reagan Marie Locklear from Lake Wiley, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Savannah Page LaJudas from Belmore, New York, and the University of South Carolina. Miranda Irene Luna from West Columbia, South Carolina, and Midlands Technical College. Crystal Pham McDonald from Herndon, Virginia, and the University of South Carolina. John Cord Mangum from Kershaw, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Dylan Thomas Metz from Lexington, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Madison Noel Milas from Chapin, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Juliana Nicole Mitch from Simpsonville, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Natalie Elizabeth Morlang from Oxford, Pennsylvania, and the University of South Carolina. Delaney Lynn Morris from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and the University of South Carolina. Logan Doyle Mosley from Hamilton, Virginia, and the University of South Carolina. Max Anthony Moser from Wake Forest, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Phoebe Hope Mosier from Wake Forest, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Andrew Kennedy Nickel from Pawleys Island, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Alexa Grace Noblet from Greenville, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Lauren Marie Orzakowski from Westerville, Ohio, and the University of South Carolina. Hannah Kristen Payton from Fort Mill, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Karan Surikant Patel from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, India, and the University of South Carolina. Mansi Knimesh Patel from Florence, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Preet Vijaykumar Patel from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Shelby Ann Pelcher from Summerville, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Davis Pham from Greenville, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Jocelyn Powers from Irmo, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Sheila Jean Potasic from Naperville, Illinois, and the University of South Carolina. Caitlin Rose Rath from Centreville, Maryland, and the University of South Carolina. Abigail Lee Rawl from Blythewood, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Sabina Sani from Columbia, South Carolina, and Clemson University. Celia Anfie Salters from Columbia, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Hannah Grace Sarvis from Ainer, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Isaiah Sharon Smith from Greenwood, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Camden Page Sox from Lexington, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Braden Blythe Staub from Chapin, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Lainey K. Stevens from Kershaw, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina, Lancaster. Mason William Stowers from West Columbia, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Carson Page Streichars from Newark, Delaware, and the University of South Carolina. Surya Shakti Swaminathan from Columbia, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Austin Joseph Cipher from Ainer, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Kyla Jordan Thomas from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Coastal Carolina University. Madeline Delane Thomas from Columbia, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Taylor Amos Thompson from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Carson Davis Todd from Conway, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Samuel Peter Truong from Charlotte, North Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Avery Caroline Verzal from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Hampton Smith Watson from Maysville, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Allison Elizabeth Weber from Irmo, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Megan Elizabeth Whitlow from Columbia, South Carolina, and Midlands Technical College. Elena Virginia Williams from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina. Tiana Sky Willoughby from Darlington, South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina.
This is a moment where we're going to have the Student Government Association president deliver some remarks, Lauren Agnew, as she's coming up, and I'll introduce her as she comes up. I'd ask for you, the students, the class of 2029, to stand up and face your family and friends and let them see what we see. We got to get some pictures of this. Okay, you can turn around and be seated, please. Thank you. I have the privilege of introducing to you your Student Government Association President, Lauren Agnew. Of course, you know her. She's been with you all week. She's going to deliver a few remarks, and then she'll lead you in the pledge of professionalism. Lauren, thank you.
Well, you stole my thunder. I was going to let them wave to their family members, but that works too. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lauren Agnew, and I am honored to have the opportunity to be the 2025-2026 College of Pharmacy Student Government Association President. It is a privilege to stand before each of you today and be one of the first people to welcome you into the wonderful profession of pharmacy as the newest class of USC student pharmacists. Congratulations. Getting here was not easy. You have shown great amounts of discipline and dedication to have made it this far. But what lies ahead will ask even more of you. You are about to embark on one of the most challenging, transformative, and ultimately rewarding journeys of your life. Please know I say this not to scare you before you even start classes on Monday, but to prepare you for what's to come, and to remind you that you are more than capable of rising to meet the demands of pharmacy school. Pharmacy school is not only about learning brand and generics, memorizing mechanisms of action, or reading therapeutic guidelines to apply to patient care. Trust me, you'll have your fair share of that, and it's all very useful information. After all, we are trained medication experts, ready to answer questions from physicians, nurses, and patients alike. But it's also about learning how to think critically, serve our patients with compassion, and how to adapt when things don't work out as planned. And let me tell you a secret. They don't work out as planned. There will be days when you are exhausted from numerous responsibilities, days when an exam grade isn't what you expected after hours and hours of hard work and preparation, days when work, family, and school may demand more than you feel like you can give. There may even come a time when you are wondering if you're even cut out for this. And that's where perseverance comes in. Perseverance is not the absence of doubt, but it is what ultimately carries you through doubt. I wish I could stand up here and say that I've never experienced it myself, that I'm the perfect pharmacy student and has never struggled to make it from day to day. But I would 100% be lying to you, and that's not the good way to make a first impression as your president. I had to find the voice inside me that told me to take a breath, ground myself, and try again. I had to find the motivation within to push myself to wake up every day for those 8 a.m. classes, study when motivation was lacking, and still press forward. To remember my why and what brought me to this point. I remember my first year of pharmacy school. I was much like you in a healthy combination of nervous, overwhelmed, and excited. I quickly learned that perseverance wasn't just about working through those giant and dramatic challenges. It was more about consistency and showing up, even for the small things, studying one more mechanism and running through those patient cases one more time and reaching out for help when I needed it. Those moments built a strong foundation for everything that has followed. And I have some good news for you, and here's where Dean Cutler stole my thunder. You are not alone. So I would like for you to turn around in your seat and find your family in the crowd once more. Family and friends, so turn. Give them a wave, blow a kiss, air hugs, whatever you're feeling. All right, good. Now turn to the person next to you. Give them a wave or a high five if you're feeling friendly. Perfect. Now look at me and the faculty and staff to either side and behind me. You will find support in your loved ones, classmates, professors, preceptors, mentors, and myself. Lean on your community that surrounds you. Celebrate each other's wins, no matter how small. Be there for each other when that day comes where you may not win, or when things get hard, because they will get hard for everyone one day, but the best part is that you get stronger. Our hope is that you grow into a pharmacist who not only knows the science, but understands the power of persistence. The kind of pharmacist that can lead a care team, comfort a worried patient or family member, catch the dangerous interaction before it's too late, and advocate for change in a situation that warrants it. To the class of 2029, you are the future of this profession. Your resilience, your compassion, your leadership, and your willingness to persevere is what defines you, not your GPA, not your class rank, not the number of pins on your white coat by your P4 year, but your heart, your hustle, and your refusal to give up in the face of adversity. As you step into the world of pharmacy officially on Monday morning at 9 a.m. in Coker Life Sciences room 211, I encourage you to be kind to yourselves. Push yourself, absolutely, but find grace for yourself as well. Growth takes time and practice, and excellence is built on the back of perseverance. Pharmacy school will challenge you and change you, but you have already shown the will, so trust the process. Come out not only as a graduate, but as a capable, compassionate, and courageous pharmacist. I would like to leave you with a quote from former head football coach of our beloved South Carolina Gamecocks, Lou Holtz. Ability is what you are capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it. So with that being said, welcome to the journey and welcome to the profession. So students, if you will now please rise and join me in the reciting of the Pledge of Professionalism, which you have just signed as you walked on stage. As a student of pharmacy, I believe there is a need to build and reinforce a professional identity founded on integrity, ethical behavior, and honor. This development, a vital process in my education, will help ensure that I am true to the professional relationship I establish between myself and society as I become a member of the pharmacy community. Integrity must be an essential part of my everyday life, and I must practice pharmacy with honesty and commitment to service. To accomplish this goal of professional development, I, as a student of pharmacy, should develop a sense of loyalty and duty to the profession of pharmacy by being a builder of community, one able and willing to contribute to the well-being of others, and one who enthusiastically accepts the responsibility and accountability for membership in the profession. Foster professional competency through lifelong learning. I must strive for high ideals, teamwork, and unity within the profession in order to provide optimal patient care. Support my colleagues by actively encouraging professional commitment to the oath of Maimonides and code of ethics as set forth by the profession. Incorporate into my life and practice dedication to excellence. This will require an ongoing reassessment of personal and professional values. Maintain the highest ideals and professional attributes to ensure and facilitate the covenantal relationship required of the pharmaceutical caregiver. The profession of pharmacy is one that demands adherence to a set of rigid ethical standards. These high ideals are necessary to ensure the quality of care extended to the patients I serve. As a student of pharmacy, I believe this does not start with graduation, rather it begins with my membership in this professional college community. Therefore, I must strive to uphold these standards as I advance towards full membership in the profession of pharmacy.
Lauren, thank you for that. And students, that's what we're going to develop you into. Please be seated just for a few closing remarks. So in one of your pockets is a card, and the card has the name of an alumnus, or friend of the college who has donated that coat to you. I encourage you, strongly encourage you, to write a thank you note to that individual. We had over 100 people generously donate the funds to purchase those coats. I'm old school. There's a couple of you that have my name in your cards, in your pockets. I hope to see a card from you. You're joining an incredible network that you, as we talk about pharmacy and pharmacy education, and you are today a member of the University of South Carolina Gamecock Pharmacy family. Congratulations on this accomplishment. Following the ceremony, we'll have a reception in the back. Just a reminder, students are going to exit out that way. We're going to get a class photo. People on this end, if you could just hang back just for a second so you don't accidentally get into the picture, that's going to be one that will hang on the walls of the college, and we'd be most grateful. This concludes our white coat ceremony for the class of 2029. Please join me once again in congratulating these fine, outstanding people.